Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Monga for those who don't know me yet, and for those who are subscribed to this channel, welcome back. So in today's video I'll be sharing with you guys my trip to Italy. I've been dreaming about Italy for a year now, and I was like, let me just go to Italy and just live my dream. And I was a solo traveler. My friends were like, I don't want to go to Italy, I don't have the money to do that, I prefer going to this country or to this place, or I'm busy. I was like, oh, I have to live my dreams with or without someone. So I said, let me just take the next opportunity and go. And I saw Uniflucht, and I read everything, and I was like, let me just go. Traveling solo and in a group, it can be somehow better. You could like maybe meet nice people, or I was like, let me just take the opportunity. So I paid my trip with Uniflucht, and yeah, I will share with you guys everything I did in Italy. And please watch the video to the end, because I will have a small talk with the Uniflucht leader on who can use Uniflucht and where does Uniflucht go to. And I will actually share with you guys if I really recommend traveling solo or with a group with no one. So see you guys, and let's dive into the video. Oh my god, just look at the smile on my face, knowing that I'll be going to Italy. I'll be going to go and live my dream. Yeah, I had dreamed of it and was like, okay, let me go and really see what's really attracting me to this Italy. And yeah, I was so happy, excited. I'll be going, carrying my big luggage, because I was supposed to be there for 5 days. So I made sure I carried everything, the clothes and everything comfortable. And I had to take the regional, since my meeting point for the bus to pick me up was Frankfurt, close to Erfurt. I used the regional to Frankfurt, and it was tiring. I ate and slept and everything. But the good thing is the trains were not that full. So I made this homemade plantains and pies for myself, knowing that I could eat them, while traveling. And I waited in Frankfurt for like 4 hours. Then finally came the bus. Yeah, finally. So we had to present our identification cards and everything, and hop into the bus. I was so excited. I could finally go to Italy. And this marché coupe was like, that was already in Switzerland. And we took like a 30 minutes break, like for coffee and toilet break for those who wanted to change, or I don't know, do something. I was sitting in the bus, so I was tired. I could not look at my face. I could not even move. I was tired. And finally we arrived to Milan. That means we traveled all night actually. Milan was already so beautiful. You see? It was already so beautiful. I was like, okay, let's arrive fast. So I saw this green, red, yellow. I was like, okay, le Cameroon est représenté. So the first spot we were to visit in Milan was this Cesco castle, filled with tourists. Italy is really a touristic site. So in Milan, I met 2 Africans and an American. We vibed and we spent the day together. It was so fun. And after this spot, we were recommended like 5 other places we could go to. We started with a city tour. We tried to really go to the places, but we could make just like, I think, 4 places. But it was good. I saw this policeman on the horse. I was like, oh, cool. So this is the street of Milan. Really beautiful. And I was so amazed that people really dress really well in Milan. Oh my god, Milan is really the capital of fashion. I thought that at some point I was maybe in a fashion week. It's really, really, really beautiful. So I took a video of this train. I was like, that was something peculiar. I can't find something like this. I haven't yet seen something like this in Germany. That's why I try to immortalize it. So we continued walking, just visiting around, just discovering the city. And at some point we were hungry. I was like, please, let's go eat something, I'm dying. So we were heading to one nice place. We googled one nice place, Sea Star, where we wanted to eat pizza. We bought like this big size pizza and we had to eat it. Yeah. So this is the Milan Cathedral, the biggest cathedral in the world. And this is the Galleria, where you have all these big shops, Louis Vuitton, Dior, etc. So this is our pizza. I could not finish it, and afterwards we dived to gelatos and slushies, and yeah, just enjoying Milan. And from there we had to go back to the hotels. The hotel was Antica Tabacao Resort. It was really far from Milan, 4 hours. And from there we had to go to Rome. From there to Rome was still like 4 hours. So we arrived at the hotels. We had to do like the registration, because initially we were to share like 3 people in a room, but I was lucky, as usual, graced, that I had this space just for me, like the 2 beds just for me, because I was to share a family suite, just with a lady and her daughter. So they had the other side, I had the 2 beds, and yeah, so this is the king size bed the lady shared with her daughter, and this is the bathroom. So I had the 2 little beds for me alone. I was comfortable, it was good. And yeah, the place was quiet, it was inside nature, surrounded by bushes and everything. It was a little bit too far from the city, and that's why the internet connection there was not that good. But it was okay, because after walking for hours, all you just wanted to do when you come back was take a bath and sleep. So that was breakfast. I slept, so I came for breakfast. I think I was the last person. Everything was almost finished, but I managed to have something I could eat, and it was really, very, very good. I think the cuisine in Italy is really a good one. So that's where we take breakfast normally. And we were waiting for the bus, because the bus was supposed to take us, and yeah, direction straight to Rome. I was so excited. So as I said, the hotel was really in nature. You can see the surrounding. Everywhere is just bushes, trees. So yeah, that was the place. It was really very quiet, and it was so good, just connecting with nature. So finally, the bus came. We had to hop in, and yeah, go to Rome. So that was our trip leader, Ada. And yeah, we're gonna have a small talk at the end of the video, as I promised. So yeah, I sat upstairs and it was so comfortable. Unfortunately, it rained, yeah, and I put on the wrong dress. I put on a jumpsuit, and it was long, an oversized jumpsuit, and it was long, so the fit of my dress was wet all the time. But at least it rained till about 2 p.m. I think, and it stopped, and we continued with the tour. So that's Rome. And if you're a Catholic, you know Rome is to a Catholic what Mecca is to a Muslim. So I felt like home, So that's Rome. I think I walked like, what can I say? 1,000, I don't know, like 50,000 steps for the whole trip. I walked and walked. We had a guided tour in Rome for 3 hours. That was really beautiful. We went to all the corners and everything, all the historical places. We started with the Colosseum. After the Colosseum, we went to the city center of Rome, Trevi Fountain, and here it's a street, fashion street, where you have all the big shops like Louis Vuitton, Dior, and everything. And we were like, from there we were going straight to the Vatican City. Yeah, Vatican! Oh my God, I was so excited. I was at the Vatican City, filled with people. Oh my God, people visit. Like, Italy is really rich with tourists. Like, yeah, it was crazy. After I could not like unfortunately enter the Vatican Cathedral because we didn't have time. We had to go back to the bus station and go back to the hotel. So I will come back definitely, that's for sure. Vatican was really very beautiful, like I watched in the TV. And I normally had to take my pasta for the evening, and yeah, it was good, it was nice. So some pictures of the memories of Rome. I had a time of my life, actually. It was beautiful. I really enjoyed being at the Vatican City, and the memories are still in my heart. So I went to the Spanish steps. So I will like put the names of the places in the picture so you guys can know where exactly I went to. So right now, that was the next day, heading to Pisa. So we went to Pisa first to go take the famous pictures with the dome, which is one-sided, and it was good. Everybody takes this picture, so yeah, that was all about Pisa, just taking these pictures. That was all. And from there we had to go straight to Florence, because Florence is about 2 hours. We went to Florence. I loved this vegetation and everything. Was beautiful. We arrived Florence. I was really thirsty. I was like, let me take my gelato first before I start working. So something I like doing, window shopping. Yeah, my busy looking at dresses, trying them on, and as if I would buy, whereas I wouldn't even buy any of them. It was beautiful, but I didn't actually plan on buying a dress, so I didn't see the necessity. But it was beautiful though. It was like taking me back to Cameroon, where I used to go to Mokolo and do this, just walk around and yeah, window shop. After the window shopping, I went to the Cathedral of Florence, a very, very beautiful and big cathedral. I was so excited, but I was still sad because we arrived late when the cathedral was already closing. So unfortunately, I could not get in to see how beautiful it was. But from the outside, I was really satisfied. Like, it was really, really very beautiful. That's one of the richest of Italy, the cathedrals. And after that, I went to Dior. I could not go to Italy without going to Dior or Louis Vuitton. I went to Dior and Louis Vuitton and everything. And I also like loved these paintings on the floor. And Florence is more like my city effort with these buildings on the bridge. Then I took my wraps. Yeah, I didn't really feel the difference from my city because the infrastructure are mostly the same, but it's a very vibrant and beautiful place with the motorcycles. So I think motorcycles are something really, really very famous in Italy. So the next day we had to go to Venice. Yeah, the last city for the trip. In Venice, we had to go to Murano and Burano. We used the boats like for most of the trip now in Venice was on boat. So we went to Murano and then to Burano. It was so fun being on the boat. It was so relaxing, seeing the waters. Oh my god, there's this peace the waters bring. You just need to be on the boat to understand the peace. It was so nice, and it was my first experience actually being on a boat, so I enjoyed it. It was a time of my life. You see, people like, they're so used to boats that they're not scared, just speeding and everything. And here we come, Murano. I really get confused because we have Burano and Murano, but they look alike. So I don't even know where it is now because we went to the two islands. I don't know which one it is actually now. So I think it's Burano, yeah, because here we had this workshop on glass blowing, which is one of the famous activities done here, and that's how it's done. And at the end, I would show you guys how it looks like in the vitrines. So we arrived Murano, and we had to like spend I think 2 hours just visiting around. There's nothing special in this place apart from the buildings, the colorful buildings. That's all. It's just a small island with these colorful buildings. That's all. It was beautiful. You know, colors have something to do with summer, with life. You know, when you see colors, you just feel relaxed and happy. So that was just all about the place, nothing extra. I was just walking. I took my gelato, just walking around, you know. That was fun. Yeah. And I was just looking forward to going back to Venice because Venice is more vibrant and more fun, and you would say. So I was really excited. The time was over and we were already ready, and we were already heading back to Venice. So we went to Venice and I had to eat something and everything. These are some pictures in the boat. Just relaxing. So yeah, we were heading back to Venice. So Murano and Burano are actually in Venice, but they're just a little bit like neighboring, like quarters in Venice actually. So you can see for yourself, Venice is very vibrant. A city where you go to the hospital with a boat, to school with a boat. You don't have to use a bicycle or a taxi or the tram. Just boats. Birds, I hear there are floods here when it rains a lot or when water goes up, there are floods. That's only inconvenient. I can't live in Venice. I can just come here just for fun, but I don't really see myself living in Venice. But it was a very nice place. That's the cathedral. Very beautiful as well. So here I met two nice Americans. We just vibed and we're just walking around. So these are the pigeons. I went close to them and yeah, I had to feed them. It was really a nice experience, but I was scared they jump. I didn't want them to jump on me, you know. It's not that healthy and yeah. So these are the glass blows I actually told you about. This is how they are presented and how beautiful they look like for decoration. So this is Venice in the evening. Look at how vibrant it is. And after Venice, we had to go where we parked the bus. And yeah, that was it for Venice. It was really very beautiful. And from Venice, we had to go straight to Germany. So that was the plan. So this is what I ate at Venice. Some of the pictures and everything. So if I could like recommend traveling solo, I would say do that. Do not hesitate, just travel solo. Hello guys, so I have the UniFlush leader with us to tell us one or two things about UniFlush and who is eligible to use UniFlush as well. So ask him, I think, 3 questions for him to give us an overview of everything. And so let's start. He will present himself first, and afterwards I'll ask the question. So
okay.
Hi, Ada.
Hi, nice to meet you. As you just said, it's Ada.
Yeah.
And I'm leader of this trip, and absolutely, like everybody is available to if you join us.
Okay.
Everybody feel free. This is normally as concept we are using for students.
Okay, just for students, because I saw UniFlush that was like
it's for students,
university.
but everybody is feel free to join us.
Yeah. Okay. And where do you guys go to UniFlush? Like Africa, I don't know, America, or even Asia? Like, where are your places?
Maybe in the future, but not yet.
Okay, not yet.
So for now, we only have European tours.
Okay.
And also including Turkey. But generally in Western Europe, like Eastern Europe also, I know it depends on seasons actually. If you want to join us in summer, you can join us in Italy, I don't know, in Budapest, which is 3 capital trip we have. You can check from our website also. And also we have, in winter especially, we have Northern Lights trips. For example, you can join us on Lapland, which is Finland trip, which is at the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
Or if you want, you can join us in Scandinavian voyage, which is including Oslo, Norway, Finland. Sorry, in Scandinavian voyage we don't have Finland. Only Norway, Denmark, so Copenhagen, one of my favorites in the whole Europe. So yeah.
Okay, so I saw some people traveling as well with us. They came from different countries and they use UniFlush. So UniFlush is open to everybody who has a visa to Europe. That's what you're saying, right?
Exactly. To which country we are traveling. If you have visa, feel free to join us.
Okay, so that'll be it. So I hope you guys will use UniFlush in the future for your future trips in Europe. And it was a nice one though. So see you guys. Bye.
Ciao.